Prankmaster episode 69!
NANI?!
Oh my gentle Jesus, is that a dead body? We need a nurse in here. Stat!
Razzbowski, reporting for duty!
Not Taro, your mother! Looks like he's gonna need some mouth to mouth.
You're scaring me.
Looks like another successful operation by Nurse Bounce.
Not another step.
What are you doing here, Headmaster? Am I getting a pay rise for being so awesome?
Enough of this nonsense.
Wait, stop, please, no more.
No words can express the sense of loss we feel as a result of this terrible tragedy.
I look absolutely ridiculous, and because of you. You sick and twisted son of a guns, just keep hitting the like goals, don't you? 29,000 likes? Really? Although saying that, this one's a little bit more conservative. You almost got feet pics there. You're not allowed them. However, your boy's not going to boo-hoo and cry about all the support on the channel because it has been absolutely amazing, so I'm going to give you one final deal. If this video right here hits 15,000 beautiful likes, I will either wear the third and final most revealing and nasty nurse uniform, or I will dip inside the purple daddy himself and dress as Thanos. 15,000 likes and put your vote down in the comment section below. Razzbowski or purple daddy?
I'm in danger!
Oh, what's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Razzbowski, back at it again with another one of my famous hospital vlogs. Today, I'm gonna be healing people with the power of costume. I trained for 5 years at medical school to actually learn it's about the clothes you wear, baby. If I'm feeling fine, my patients are feeling fine. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, is why you shouldn't play God. What is this abomination? It's my child. I call him Diego. Look at senpai texting away on his phone. What you got there, buddy? He's sliding into some DMs? Ah, he's got secret ninja mode on, so we can't see what he's writing. But I can tell he's on some kind of love app. All the swiping to the left he's doing. Wait a minute. That's a bad thing. Damn you, senpai! Awesome grades, daddy material look, sick life, revived by Razzbowski. It's canon, ladies and gentlemen. Razzbowski saving Taro Yamada's life is actually canon. Tell Yandere Dev. Please don't tell Yandere Dev. That means he'll probably end up seeing me in this outfit and nobody wants that. Please don't snitch on me. Although I'm not gonna lie, this uniform actually feels very comfy. The skirt is nice and wavy and flowy, and I feel like I'm in The Sound of Music. Except the only sound of music that I want to hear is the splish splash of blood. Wow, it makes me come across as a psychopath. Because I am. Your boy's gotta cool off after spending so much time in close proximity to senpai. I've begun to sweat profusely, so let's quench that thirst. The only thing that quenches my thirst is a picture of senpai. A dabbing senpai. Mwah! That one's for keeps. It is 5:59 p.m. on Monday, and everybody is still alive. It's a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I've truly turned into a holy woman. Time to put the senpai picture where it belongs. Right front and center on my board. Perfect. Who's this photo bomber? I'm gonna have to teach him a lesson. Wait a minute, hold on a second. What the heck is that? Is this the new secret in the Yandere Simulator build? Let's have a look. Internet, Kyo Book social media, or Cancord chat program. Okay, so we got Facebook and we have got Discord. Okay, so Yancord. So we've been on Facebook before, right? KO Book? Yeah, that's just what it normally is. Midori's talking a load of crap as always. So let's go to Yancord F. Let's go and have a look in here real quick. So this is a new feature, which is apparently leading to some secrets or some after-game stuff, which is good. We all love after-game. Welcome to Yancord. What can you do on Yancord? You can talk with your friends and make new ones. Psst. You can even have videos and voice chats. Here's your Yancord tag. Ayano Aishi 2003. Okay, that's fine. Join a random server. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think that's all we can do. I'm feeling lucky, baby. I'm feeling lonely. Nobody really wants to be my friend. They only mess with me because I'm friends with Mr. Turtle.
I'm not your friend!
Why would you do that? Join a random server. Okay, here we go. We got game discussion, theories, secrets. Oh, can we go to secrets? Can I choose? Oh, something's happened. Hold on a second. I can move my mouse. Oh, hold on a second. I actually joined the Moonlit Warrior Celine fan server. Who the heckles is Moonlit Warrior Celine? I don't know who it is, but she sounds like a powerful girl. OMG, hi! You're the first person that joined my server! I was getting worried that nobody would find this place. I'm so happy to meet another Moonlit Warrior Celine! Alright. Press E to respond. Okay. Body pics, please. I got here by clicking random server. To be honest, I don't know very much about it. I have no clue what this is, but it sounds lame. I got here by clicking random server. Let's go with that one. That sounds good. It's like a visual novel, this. Awesome. So you don't actually know anything about MWS then? I'm actually really surprised that the game doesn't have much bigger following. It was so revolutionary for its time. It had a badass female protagonist, a rich story with a deep philosophical themes and riveting cinematic cutscenes. Super ambitious for a game that was released in 1989, right? So is this a super old game? Because I was born in 1987. Does that mean I'm super old? Don't even think about answering that, you guys out there. I don't wanna hear what you're gonna say, okay? Okay, then let's see where we can go with next. I don't care about any of this. How cool. Can I play it? That doesn't sound like a game from 1989 at all. You sure you got your facts right? Well, I don't want to question. I want to talk to Celine a little bit more. She looks fantastic. She's got pink eyes, which is awesome. What? I don't know what she's got in the middle of her eyes. Is it some kind of like Naruto thing? I don't know. But she's got pink hair. That's pretty cool. Okay, sounds cool. Can I play it? Or how can I play it? Let me play it. Send me the link. Hit up my DMs. Unless you have a Marufuku entertainment system, you'll have to emulate it. It's super easy to find a ROM though. The gameplay was super addictive. But what really got me hooked was the story. The protagonist is super grey. It's hard to decide if she's a good guy or a villain. She's a serial ripper, but she's only ripping criminals. So does that make her a good guy? Or is she no different from the people she rips? I guess you to think about questions like, when is it justified to take a human life? And when is it acceptable to take the law into your own hands? The game did an excellent job of exploring such complex subjects in between the gameplay sections. Cool, right? Yeah, sounds amazing. Doesn't sound like a total horrible game at all. Celine, definitely not. I really don't care. Very interesting. I might give it a try sometimes. Sounds... Sorry to break it to you, Celine, but it sounds super pretentious. Like, I'm definitely not a D-bag saying that, but it does sound super pretentious. I'm gonna go R again. R for Razzbowski. Very interesting. I might give it a try sometimes. I think we need to talk to this girl. I think we need to butter her up. Awesome. Why can't you just send me a link, by the way? I can't be bothered searching the internet for it. Actually, some people have speculated that the developer's intention was to spread his personal belief that vigilantism is the only way to solve society's problems. He may have been attempting to convince players that they should imitate the game's protagonist and become a serial ripper and vigilante in the world. I don't know if those theories are true, but I have to admit the game did have some solid arguments in the advocacy of vigilantism. What do you think? Are there situations where it's justified to take the law into your own hands? Well, depends what I'm doing, depends what the law is. An eye for an eye is a saying that we have in the Bible. Whether you believe that or not, I don't think it... Personally, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. I don't think it's ever right to do something like that. But... what would Yandere Chan say? I've never thought about it. I guess there might be some situations like that. No, leave crime fighting to the po-po. I mean, Yandere Simulator's police are... they're on it. I would trust them to do their job right. Ooh, yeah, they're really good at their job. I'm just gonna go R again. I think that's what we're supposed to do. I guess there might be some situations like that. I mean, come on, we could probably do something is like that. You know what I'm saying, Celine? You know what I'm saying, girl? I think so too. Sometimes the police are corrupt. I've seen it firsthand. Too often, the legal system lets us down and fails to deliver justice. I'm honestly surprised. I rarely hear people discussing this subject. Shouldn't this be the forefront of everyone's minds? It's a matter of life and death. There are people in this world who have no problem harming other people. I feel like they should be our top concern. If you take a single step outside your home, you're putting yourself at risk by being victimized by a criminal. Actually, you can even be victimized inside your home. Damn right, girl, preaching to the choir. I've done some victimizing in other people's houses myself. If you're so concerned about the crime, become a cop. Do you seriously believe the world is covered in violent criminals? You sound paranoid. And delusion. Have you been going to the gardening club and growing some special herbs, shall we say? You maybe partaking in some of the magical mushrooms that are growing inside the grounds of Academy High? I don't know what to answer here. Do you seriously believe the world is covered in violent criminals? If you're so concerned about crime, become a cop. I'm gonna go Q this time. Do you seriously believe the world is covered in violent criminals? Do you seriously believe that? Come on, do you seriously believe that, girl? Come on, Celine, hit me with it. Well, the majority of people aren't criminals, but there are still enough criminals to make the world a dangerous place. I don't like to share my personal details with random strangers I've only known for a few minutes, but I'll tell you a few things that might help you understand my point of view. In the country I live in, 33% of adults have a criminal record. The city I live in has the higher murder rate in the country. The police around here are notoriously corrupted too. If I could afford it, I'd move to another city in a heartbeat. But it's just not possible for me right now. I'm not asking for pity. I'm just trying to explain why I'm... wait a second. Damn it, my mom's calling. Mom, what do you want? I'm chatting crap on the internet. I'm trying to make friends by being all crazy. I have to go. BRB, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Celine, 2005 has logged out. Well, Celine, you crazy son of a gun. Crazy Celine. But the good thing about Celine is, I don't know. Let's go to memes. Let's try and cheer myself up. Memes, please. I would like to go to memes, please. I want to look at memes. Well, I guess I'll have to come back tomorrow. Eat to log out of Yancore. Okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. I like that. I don't like that the mouse is now on my screen. I do like I've got a picture of Senpai there. I'll be able to go to bed and first thing I see in the morning as I roll over to switch off my alarm is Senpai dabbing. What a wonderful world we live in. Time for some more internet, baby. Yancord, here I come. Let's go and see if my crazy Celine is still here. Celine, she's on. She's playing Moonlit Warrior. Celine. Oh, she's going to ask me if I downloaded the game. I totally didn't. I went to school like a good girl. Everybody still alive as well. It's a real shocker. I don't know. She has logged in. Is she going to say, oh, she's typing already. Heck yeah. All right, let's do it. Yay. I was hoping you'd come back. Hi again. Nobody else has found this server yet. I tried promoting it on a few message boards, but my posts were flagged as spam, so nobody got to see it. Sad face. Hey, this is kind of off topic, but have you ever heard of Life Note? Like, it's totally my favorite thing ever. I love how the main character's genie eats peaches. Everybody loves to dine down on a juicy peach. Yeah, I'm going to respond to that. I have the box set, but I haven't watched the whole thing. I read it back when it was a manga. Oh, yes, let's do that. Yeah, and I can't say it's trash, no. Baby girl, I read it back when it was a manga. I'm a hipster for life now. In fact, I read it around the school all the time. It's literally people are just putting out, yeah, she could be a hipster. Oh, you sound like such a hipster. I'm in love with the premise, a supernatural book that can control a human's behavior, but only for 60 minutes. What would you do if you had a notebook like that? I would totally get Senpai to kiss my peach. Right, it's fictional, it's not real. I'd use it to keep, oh, wow. I'd use it to keep the person I love safe. Let's do it all the way, baby. We're romantic at heart. Aw, that's so weird. Oh, if I could control people, I'd want to forbid everyone on Earth from committing crimes or harming others, and I'd make the world into a utopia. She definitely sounds like a nutcase. I think we should report this to the police. But the Life Note can only control a person for 60 minutes, so you can't use it to stop a person from committing crimes for the rest of their life. The Life Note can still create a utopia, though, by forcing criminals to end their own lives. That's what I'd do if I had a Life Note. Yep, you're a total crazy girl. Total crazy. Then you'd have to die too. Oh, that's true, because you are a criminal. Oh, would that really make the world a utopia? You'd actually force people to end their lives if you had the opportunity. I'm going to say, would that really make the world a utopia? Because that doesn't sound like it. That sounds like something else that I'm not intelligent enough to come forward with thinking. Now I'm kind of worried about what you think of me. I don't want you to think I'm some sort of psychopath. Okay, I know it must seem like I'm obsessed with this topic, but Just hear me out. First, let's establish something. Would you rather live in a world with criminals or without criminals? I mean, this is just a total trap. It's a total trap. I don't have any interest in arguing with you. I'd rather live in a world without, or you want me to answer to justify... Wow, okay. I would rather live in a world without criminals, but I'm a criminal. I'm a total criminal. Apparently, I can't win senpai without creating a little bit of body juice. That's not what I meant. That's disgusting. I meant ketchup from the body. That doesn't even sound any better. Man juice. Okay, we're just gonna go with I'd rather live in a world without criminals. Okay, we're on the same page so far. Obviously, nobody wants to live in a world where they might be mugged or murdered. Everybody agrees that a world without crims would be preferable to a world with crims. But if that's the case, why do people always react negatively when I say that all the criminals in the world should go bye-bye? Because it makes you sound like a crazy. That's why. You're talking about there are a lot of criminals. What, in your definition of crime, is that everything? So you're talking about a little kid goes up and steals an apple. That's technically a crime. It is a crime. You're stealing. But at the end of the day, is he any worse than somebody that goes out and rips somebody else? Because, I mean, you're committing a worse crime than the little kiddo if you're wiping out the kiddo for stealing an apple. That's not... It's not on there, dog. Celine, you are nuts, but I'm going to play along with your game for the banter, okay? Regardless of whether or not you are correct, advocating for mass will always sound edgy, okay? So we're just basically calling her an edgelord. It's a statement that lacks compassion or empathy. It would be preferable to rehabilitate criminals. I think rehabilitation is the way forward. I mean, some people can atone, and some people are just forever gone from the realm of possibility of rehabilitation. So I'm gonna go rehab, though. I'm gonna say that. See what she says to that. She's probably not gonna agree with me. I wish that were possible, but I don't think that's the case. The most common counter-argument I've heard is just send criminals to prison so they can be reformed. But I don't think it's that simple. I've looked up the statistics for the country I live in. 2/3 of criminals go straight back to committing crimes after they get out of prison. Prison doesn't solve anything. That's because a lot of the time the criminals can't get a job. Because they've already got, whether it's stealing or whether it's something else, the people aren't going to hire them, because why would you, in their mind, why would you hire somebody that is a potential danger when you could go for a senpai who's a good boy? I mean, senpai who's a good boy could be even worse, but you just don't know it yet. That's why they have to turn back to crime. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. And it should change, but it isn't gonna, because people value their safety, and that's up to them. Where was I? I went off on a tangent. The only way to fix this world is to eliminate dangerous people as soon as they've demonstrated their true nature. That's why oh crap, my mom wants the computer. She wants to go and look at Rule 34. I don't want you to think that this is the only subject I talk about. I'll make you a prom. Our next conversation won't have anything to do with crimes or punishment, okay? I gotta go. Bye! Celine logs out, her mum logs in, and this is where the true flirting begins. Oh, Celine's back. She promised us she was going to talk about something different. Hey, you're back. I'm glad I didn't scare you off. Don't worry, I'm going to keep my promise. I won't discuss the usual stuff. For an MWS server, we haven't discovered MWS very much, have we, lol? But if you haven't played it, then there's not much to discuss. Oh, I know what to talk about. Have you ever heard of the ship of Theseus? Theseus. I think it's Theseus. Theseus sounds like a Greek name. I have heard of it, but I don't remember what it is. So you're going to have to enlighten me, Celine, which is clever because we actually increase our enlightenment stat with the chat here with Celine. It's good. It's good. I don't care about some boat. I may have heard it at some point, never heard of it. I'm going to say I may have heard of it about it at some point because I have. That is true. Just to make sure we're thinking of the same thing, I'll summarize it. The ship of Theseus is a thought experiment. Imagine a ship that is sailing across the ocean. During the journey, parts of the ship fall off and are replaced with spare parts. Eventually, 100% of the ship's parts are replaced. When the ship finally reaches its destination, can it still be considered the same ship that started the journey, or should it now be considered a different ship? No, I don't believe that. Obviously, she's she alluding to that the human body and the cells change and are growing and renewing itself. So technically, a lot of people are saying after X amount of years, are you really the same person? Because your body has regenerated so many times the cells that they're not the same cells as they were like 7 years ago or something like that. Yes, it's still the same ship. It's still the same ship. Of course it is. Like, you're sailing on it. It's not like you've jumped ship to another ship. I would still consider it. If you're talking about human, it's slightly different because you've got your brain and your thoughts and your soul is all the same. And yes, you may have renewed some of your body parts in a molecular sense, but no, I'd still say it was the same ship. Yeah, I mean, if you chopped it all apart and scrapped it and took the bits from here, bits from there, and put it together to make a new ship completely, and you renamed it, then it's a different ship, of course. But you're just repairing it. I'd say it's still the same ship, personally. Celine, is that what you were looking for? I don't know. Interesting. That's the same conclusion that I reached, but only after considering it for a really long time. If someone argues that it's a different ship, the question becomes, when did it become a different ship? Was it when the first part was replaced, or when more than 50% of the parts were replaced? Was it when the final part was replaced, or when a specific part of the ship was replaced? The ship of Theseus sparks all kinds of interesting questions. Yeah, do you know what? I will give you that one. It's boring as hell. I'm guessing the ship is a metaphor for something. I'm guessing that's what it is. You talking about replacing the criminals in the world? Is that what you're talking about? You got it. Let's replace ship traveling across the ocean with human traveling through life. There it is. This is what I was talking about. Your body contains over 50 million cells. Each one of those cells has a lifespan. Some of them die after 8 hours, but others live for up to 7 years. This means that after 7 years have passed, every single cell in your body has died and been replaced with a new cell. If every cell in your body has been replaced, can you consider yourself the same person? Well, you're getting into something completely different then. If you're talking about in the space of 7 years, you're not the same person anyway. You're going to grow over 7 years with life experience. If your mind and your experiences and everything was frozen in time, then yes, you are the same person after 7 years. I don't care if your whole body's replaced itself with new cells. You're the same person. It's your experiences and what you learn that changes you completely. You could meet somebody that changes your outlook on life. You could meet, whether it's positive, negatively. There's so many different things. I would say you are a different person anyway because of your experiences. I guess I would technically no longer be the same person. No. I am not my cells. I'm not affected by my cells being replaced. Exactly. There. F. I'm not affected by my cells being replaced. In fact, I'm getting worse. I feel older. My bones don't work. My joints don't work as well, and my muscles. So you define yourself as the consciousness inside of your brain, or a soul, or something like that, right? Let me reframe the question. As the years pass, your experiences gradually shape you into a different person. Exactly what I was talking about. Me and Celine are on the same wavelength. Kind of worries me because she's talking about some crazy stuff. What kind of person were you 7 years ago? What type of person will you be in 7 years? Will you have the same values, the same beliefs, the same personality? If you change so drastically that you have nothing in common with your old self, you should be considered the same person or a new person. If you change so drastically that you have nothing, you're a new person. I would say a new person for this one. I guess it's possible that I could change enough to be considered a different person altogether. I would say that, yeah. I would say that personally. Because, yeah, that's the conclusion I reached too. I'm got too much in common with Celine. It's worrying me. I really want to explain why the ship of Theseus is such a big deal. But, well, it has to do with those subjects I promised I wouldn't talk about today. So, let's pause the conversation here and pick it back up tomorrow, okay? Hope to see you tomorrow. Yeah, of course I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm interested in to see if I'm a nutcase. Celine, it's your girl, back at it again with another one of my famous Discord vlogs. Let's talk, Celine. Let's talk about enlightening me and the world. Yay! I'm so glad you're back. Okay, so continuing where we left off. The reason I brought up the ship of Theseus is because it leads into something else I want to talk about. Let's imagine that a man commits a murder. However, nobody can find any incriminating evidence, so he doesn't get convicted of his crime. Okay, can we imagine as a Japanese schoolgirl instead of a man? That's not something I want to try and imagine, thank you very much. I would like to know what method he used and how he disposed of the evidence. Brilliant! Yeah, let's do that. See what she says? Well, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, 7 years pass and you discover the evidence of the man's crime. You could get him arrested, but at that point in time, the man has developed into a completely different person. The man now has different values, different beliefs, a different personality, etc. You wouldn't even be able to recognize him as the same guy who committed it 7 years ago. He's also attempted to atone for his crime by doing good deeds for the past 7 years, donating to charity, feeding the homeless, etc. Considering how much this man has changed since he committed the murder, would you report his crime, or would you let him remain free? To have to report him, he's still done the crime. Just because it doesn't matter how much he changes, he's done what he's done. And if there's evidence to back it up, then he's got to go away. I don't care how much he's changed, he's still done it. Then it's up to the judge and the jury to go ahead and they can decide after that. I wouldn't do anything, it's not my concern. I'd turn him in, he still needs to pay for his crime. I think this is going to align with her beliefs, to be honest. Oh, ice cold. No mercy for the guy who did everything possible to atone his sins. Okay, let's imagine a different scenario. A man ripoos another Manu, then immediately afterwards he develops amnesia. He has absolutely no knowledge of his crime. He builds a new life and develops a completely new identity. 7 years later, you find evidence of that man's crime. He still doesn't remember a single thing about his former identity. From his perspective, someone else committed the crime. Considering the fact that he has amnesia and doesn't remember anything from his previous life, would you report his crime, or would you let him remain free? Well, I'm no I was about to say I'm no doctor, but I'm clearly a nurse. I'm no doctor, so I wouldn't be able to tell if he actually has amnesia or not, right? So I've still got to report him. I'm sorry, he still committed the crime. I turn him in. I tell him he still needs to pay for his crime. I don't care. He might be pretending he's got amnesia. He might be pretending he doesn't know. Really? Even though he's developed into a completely different person. Jeez, harsh. Okay, next question. No ripping this time. Let's say there are two thieves. One of them steals because of greed. The other one steals because he's trying to feed his starving family. Both thieves are caught and you have to judge them. Would you punish the two thieves equally? Would you give them both different punishments? I'd give them both different punishments. It's about level of thievery. If they both stole an apple and it's of equal value, it's hard. This is difficult. Why is it making me consider life options? Damn, this game's getting difficult. I'm not a judge. I punish the two thieves equally. I wouldn't be able to punish them equally. I wouldn't in consciousness be able to judge them equally because one has a purpose. One has a purpose, and yes, he will be punished, but he won't be punished as harshly. He won't. No, that personally, no, because he's doing it because he's good. Oh yeah, the police and legal system might not see it that way. Actually, I think they would. I think one would get out on good behavior if you punish them the same to begin with. I guess the reason why I'm considering this stuff is because I keep thinking, what if I had the same powers as Celine? And What if I had a life now? My gut reaction is to say I would make the world a utopia by getting rid of all the criminals. There is always a possibility, however slim, that even an angry boy could eventually redeem himself. And not every person who has broken the law deserves to go bye-bye, because some crimes are harmless. And besides that, many of the people who make this world a terrible place aren't actually criminals. There are many ways to harm others. Most of them aren't even crimes. I wish there was a way to sort the entire human race into two categories. People who make the world a better place and people who make the place worse for others. That would make it so much easier to decide who should live and who should go bye-bye. You're a nutcase. You say that like you're planning to go out and just wipe out some people. You don't have superpowers and you don't have a life now. Why consider any of this? You should spend your time thinking about more productive things instead. I'm gonna go R, you don't have superpowers. We'll say that. Why are you considering this? You don't need superpowers or a life note to make an impact. I just want to make a positive difference in the world. No, that's not it. It's more than that. I want to change this world. I can't really figure out how to explain this. Let's continue this conversation tomorrow after I think about it. Okay, and she just logged out. Okay, she just rambles and leaves like the nutcase she is. Hey, I was really hoping you were going to get online. There's something I want to talk with you about. I feel like these conversations we've been having have really helped me. I think I've reached the conclusion that I've been searching for. Press E to respond. I'm not sure that I want to do that, but we're gonna go ahead. E. Seriously, I haven't said anything meaningful. Glad I could help. For some reason, hearing those words makes me really nervous. Seriously, I haven't said anything meaningful. Come on, let's egg her on. Let's egg her on. It's not anything you said. It's the fact that I walked through all my thoughts one by one with another person. And that's how you've helped. I've realized that society's problems don't come down to crime or criminals. It's something else. It's evil. The world is a horrible place because of evil. Wait a minute, it took you an entire week to work that one out? What is your mental age, girl? That's it. That's your big revelation. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Evil is an extremely broad concept. The definition changes from person to person. I'm going to say that. I'm just going to say that. That seems to be the most likely option there. I'm talking about a very specific definition of evil. If a person is evil, they have no regard to the well-being of others and regularly harm others for their own benefit. This type of person is objectively making the world worse. I believe that all the problems in society can be traced back to evil people. This world is full of cruelty. But if all the evil people were exterminated, we would be living in a utopia. I'm not sure that's how it works, girl. I'm getting pretty tired of this topic. Can you talk about something else? What you're saying is true, but you're describing a fantasy scenario. There will always be evil. You really love to talk about exterminating people. I'm gonna say R. What you're saying is true, but you're describing a fantasy scenario. There will always be evil. It wouldn't be an easy goal to accomplish. Oh, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't try. I just want the world to be a better place. I want a world without cruel people in it. I just want to be able to live without fear. No matter how much I think about it, no matter what angle I look at it from, no matter how hard I try to deny it, I always arrive at the same conclusion. The only way to save this world is with that. Okay. All right. It should only be a dirty word if you're targeting people for their race or religion. There's nothing wrong with wiping out evil. Getting rid of the evil people would make the world into a utopia, wouldn't it? Yeah, would it? Because you've got to go there as well, Celine. Evil according to who? You? Why should you specifically decide who lives and who goes bye-bye? I really can't disagree with what you're saying. Hey, you have a strong desire to smell some blood. She's cray-cray. I'm going to say I can't really disagree with what you're saying. No, not really. I really disagree with what she's saying, but I want to find out where this is going. At this point, we've had numerous conversations with each other. I think you've gotten to know me well enough to judge me. Go ahead. Don't hold back. Tell me the truth. What do you think of me? Okay, this is gonna be the big one, baby. This is gotta be the big one. So, funny story. My doorbell just went, and I wasn't gonna go to the door dressed as a nurse. They might flirt with me. Anyway, Celine, crazy girl, what do I think of you? You have good intentions, but I'm worried you might actually hurt someone and go to prison. Stop obsessing over vigilantes from video games and manga. Grow up. Oh, wow. Don't take manga and anime so seriously, weeb.
You might be humanity's only hope. You might be the only person who is willing to do what must be done in order to fix this broken world.
Thanos it! Thanos it! That's right, snuff out the baddies. Really? You think so? That's all I've ever wanted. I want to fix this world. I want a pure, clean world. I'm gonna log off for a while. I need to figure some stuff out. I'll keep your words in mind. I don't know when I'll be next on. I'll see you around, or maybe not. I honestly don't know. Oh, what have I done? I have set off a nutcase into the world. I've just let them go into the world. That probably wasn't a good thing. But the hardest choices, ladies and gentlemen, require the strongest of will. So smash that like button. Remember, if this video gets 10,000 likes, or is it 15,000? I can't remember. Hit one of them goals, and you will get either the Thanos costume or the final, most naughty nurse costume. I personally thought I looked good in this one. Smash like. In the comment section below, I want you to do two things. Vote for which costume you would prefer, the nurse or the Thanos. And two, if there's any sort of funny glitches, things you want me to try out in this brand new build, then let me know down in the comment section below as well. Either way, guys, there'll probably be a video out tomorrow, so enjoy and look forward to that. I'm gonna get out of here. I've been Razzbowski. You've been the beautiful raspberries as always for watching, and I love each and every single one of you. Goodbye. What if Celine is actually a secret rival? The 11th rival of Yandere Simulator. Oh well, gotta wipe her out as well, I suppose.